Guess who's back? 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 Poor Essie. Poor Essie. He's like,
And on that note, we were just talking about the fact that, what's her name?
Haley
Mathers. Eminem's
21-year-old daughter is all grown up. I feel so old.
Yeah.
I looked at that picture and I was like, I felt like she was around our age.
Yeah, I felt like
but
that
she is closer to your age than she is me.
Kind of. She's a 95 baby, and I'm,
regardless,
of course, a little bit older than that.
Of course, we gotta get into this whole Trey Songz and Nicki Minaj debacle, which is definitely taking over.
Yeah.
I feel like the internet.
So, what happened was, yeah, we knew there was beef.
Yeah.
This week particularly, and that was after an interview with The Breakfast Club.
Yep.
Trey Songz said,
and Nicki said she gave me 6 plaques, but let's keep it real. Nicki ain't had shit before Bottoms Up. Nicki had the song with she had a single with Sean Garrett.
Anxiety Attack.
So that's where it started for this week's.
That was the one they did the video.
And he's saying that he's responsible for all of Nicki Minaj's fame.
It really all started when Remy Ma had that Sheether line where she, of course, aired out all of Nicki's dirty laundry, saying that she had slept with Trey and even Ebro. And
should we read the line for them?
Yeah,
I think we should.
Okay, all right. She said, mentioning guns, you pussy galore, James Bond. Only time you touch a trigger is when you Trey Songz. Cokehead, you cheated on your man with Ebro.
Might leak the footage of you sniffing them ski slopes. That was freaking crazy.
Sheether was so good. And then Trey Songz, after Remy Ma dropped the track, jumped on Twitter
and said,
and he was like, hold up. Even when you stay out of the way, they will have your name all in some shit. Wake up to a new comedy every day. Focus.
And then Nicki Minaj was pissed because he didn't
have her back. Ultimately, he did not say that it wasn't true that she slept with him. And so she wrote, laugh out loud. What you should be saying is that it's not true. Seeing as it's not. Real N-words, because that word I don't say. Do real things. I done got you 6 million plaques.
So that's why he felt that he needed to say that on The Breakfast Club.
Yes. I personally feel that Nicki Minaj was already hot before Bottoms Up.
I agree.
I don't feel that, you know,
because
Trey Songz added anything.
The first time I heard about Nicki Minaj was her song 5 Star Chick.
I just had an epiphany. I need to go to Tiffany's. Fendi on my slippers and my he's always slippery.
Now fast forward even to today. So after The Breakfast Club, Nicki and Trey, unfortunately, Nicki clapped back once again. Ultimately, Nicki told her fans to go out and she wanted to see, you know, who her opening acts were.
Yeah.
And Trey Songz happened to be one of those acts. And he's trying to say she was nothing before Bottoms Up.
Yeah.
I feel that as much as I love Trey Songz, he was wrong for that.
Yeah. I think he's just a little, like, into himself.
You know, as much as I love me some Trey Songz, he's this, like, ultimate, you know,
sex symbol?
Yeah.
For
African-American
the
women.
generation right now?
Yes.
Generation?
I mean, his Trey Angels love him.
Yeah.
Love him, love him.
Yeah.
But I thought that...
We've been to a couple concerts, and it was just, like, pushing. They were like, oh my God, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah, and I feel like this was too much. Whether he slept with Nicki or not, you know, that's their business. What happens in the bedroom is between the two of them. But I definitely think you shouldn't have thrown shade her way about, you know, not being anything before Bottoms Up, because she definitely was. So
yeah.
Trey Songz has been the topic. I don't want to dwell on it too much more. He had his issue with Keke Palmer too.
He did.
So I'm not even gonna.
He's just been tripping.
I don't know,
because he thinks he's cute.
Definitely the Kardashians are cashing in for real. I am glued to this season. How do you feel about it so far?
It's been good. It's always an emotional show, and you know, I did get a little emotional watching her robbery because I maybe have issues, and you know, I dream about the Kardashians sometimes, which is a little weird.
Really
but
weird.
As far as the season's going good. What do you think?
I thought it was good. We had to get through the robbery. But I'm really excited to see if she wants to have another baby.
I'm gonna try to have one more baby. I want my kids to have siblings, but the doctors don't feel like it's safe for me.
Ooh. I mean, looking at everybody's faces, I feel like since she had so many complications, you know, I don't know if she should. It's up to her, though.
It is. But we were trying to figure out when it was that this was all going on, because we don't know how early they pre-record. Because you remember back, like, 10 months ago
on Snapchat.
Yeah. She was like, oh, just had a false alarm, and then she showed all these pregnancy tests. There were like 6 pregnancy tests. It's like, how many pregnancy tests do you need if you're not trying to get pregnant?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like one's good enough, maybe 2, but after that.
But it couldn't have been 10 months ago. Or this couldn't have been from 10 months ago, because that would have been after or before the robbery.
I'm excited, though. I love North. I love Saints. You know, big families are awesome. I love you. Aww. I mean, I wish there was another one of you.
I wish I had a brother.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, somebody else, because I just sometimes...
What?
I just, no shade.
Except
but it's
all
like,
the shade?
because it's just me and you. I would like to, you know, gossip about all your, you know, craziness. But I hope that Kim, Kanye, Saint North maybe can add a new addition.
Yeah. They definitely don't need to, because kids are freaking hard work. Like, they already have, like, nannies and stuff, and they already have cousins that they probably view as siblings.
True. Heck, I mean, they have money too. It's like, I'm taking care of my dog, and you know, it's expensive. Granted, Kanye West is, you know, a rapper, and Kim is a reality TV star, so
I think what would be really tragic, though, this is really bad. I think what would be really tragic is if they had a third kid, and the third kid wasn't as cute as North and Saint.
Oh, that's shade.
I mean, you know, a healthy baby is a great baby.
Yeah. That's first and foremost for anyone.
But I feel like a third one could be just as cute as North and Saint.
True. Yeah, and we'll have to see what happens on Sunday. I'll definitely be tuning in.
But I also feel like babies get lost in the dust. Freaking Kourtney Kardashian had Mason, and everybody was obsessed with Mason. And I just recently found out that there was freaking Rain and Penelope. Or Penelope.
What do you mean you just found out?
Because remember, I was like, what? I knew she had a second kid, but I didn't know about Rain. I didn't see those episodes.
I don't know if we saw Rain's birth.
Yeah, on camera?
I can't recall. I do remember Penelope, but I can't recall Rain.
Yeah. It's like they just popped up, and they weren't as, like, aww, as, like, Mason was. Like, everybody loved Mason.
Yeah. I mean, Mason's also a cool kid, so.
Yeah, he is. So, I don't know, I just hope that doesn't happen.
Just, I mean, with you saying, like, just not to get totally off topic, but we saw Boss Baby, which comes out, actually, today.
Does it?
March 31st. Yeah, it comes out.
Cool.
And so, it was interesting because they were talking about how parents, you know, are buying, or I guess couples are buying dogs instead of having babies. Oh. We don't want to spoil it for you.
Even though we just did.
Basically.
That's like the entire plot.
True. And it's like, you know, the baby, I guess, kind of would get lost in that sense, but not necessarily. I mean, it's a movie. It's a kid's movie. It was a good one.
It was.
Definitely
really
go
good.
check it out. It's definitely worth the watch.
That was a great movie.
Great family movie.
And it took them 6 years to make that movie, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's what the director said. And there's a new family, Orange is the New Black crew. We got Samira Wiley and Lauren Morelli. Yeah. They got married. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that, you know, Lauren was a writer for the show. And of course, Poussey or Samira was on and they connected in love. It's
in a hopeless place.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to come by these days, you know. And I absolutely let's look at the dresses. They looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
They really did look amazing.
I really like Lauren's like pantsuit.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's like a cape.
I didn't even notice that was a pantsuit.
Yeah. With like
wow, that's really nice.
That is nice.
I'm happy for them. I can't wait to see what happens on their journey and the love that, you know, they have for each other. Because even like scrolling through Instagram, you saw all the pictures and you know, them hugged up. You saw the ring when they got engaged.
But sometimes also it's just like relationships on Instagram, you got to be a little suspect of those. But they have to be really good because they're married.
They're married.
Now.
Yeah. I mean, there's some people that do front for the gram.
But I'm glad for them. I think it's a little strange with the fact that Poussey, like the fact that she got like killed off. Because that was the last season.
But that doesn't matter.
I think.
They still making that coin, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess
And they're happily
together. Lauren's making the coin, but
Poussey's making coin too.
But she's killed off.
I mean,
so
she has other things going on. I mean, it's not just Orange is the New Black. I mean, you know, it's these celebrities and stars and actors and actresses, they move on to other projects and things like that.
They do.
So they gonna be all right.
Hey.
They gonna be all right. Hey, they gonna be all right.
Final thoughts? Rate and review.
Yes.
Coming to you live, not really at all.
Of course, your girl Cyan Taylor.
Your girl Cyan. Wait.
I know people want to be like me, but
nobody wants to be like
yes. And that's a wrap. Your girl Cyan Taylor.
Your girl Cannon Hunter.
For the second time. She thought she was me for a second. I'd want to be me too. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to like this video. Tell us, we want to hear from you on what you guys want us to talk about
next week.
Yep.
And just in general. Be sure to like, comment something.
And subscribe to us right here on YouTube.
Follow us on Facebook,
Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, anywhere and everywhere on social media.
And check us on TheDaily411.com. We're your girls, and peace.
Peace out.
High five.
Nice. Yeah.
Should we high five that again? That was a bad high five. Okay, fine, whatever. People will just think we don't know how to high five.
We don't know how to high five.